Are you over 60 and noticing your muscles aren't what they used to be? You're not alone. Many men find that no matter how much they try, their strength seems to slowly fade, their energy drops, and their recovery takes longer than before. But here's the good news. This is not just aging. Much of it comes down to what you're putting on your plate. And today, I want to show you one food you should avoid and another simple, natural food that can help your muscles grow stronger again. Let's start by understanding what's really happening after 60. As men age, testosterone levels begin to decline. This affects muscle mass, bone density, and even your motivation to move. The body becomes less efficient at turning protein into muscle, and inflammation can creep into joints, making activity harder. It's a cycle that can make you feel like you're fighting against your own body. But remember, your body is remarkably intelligent and capable of healing. It just needs the right conditions. Now, many people are told to eat more protein to prevent muscle loss. That's true, but not all protein sources are equal. Some foods the body struggles to digest as we age, leading to poor absorption and inflammation. One of the biggest culprits is processed cheese. You see, most commercial cheese isn't the same as the traditional cheese made decades ago. Modern processed varieties often contain synthetic additives, stabilizers, and excess sodium. These interfere with digestion and can increase acidity in the body. When your internal environment becomes acidic, the body draws minerals like calcium from your bones and muscles to restore balance. That means you're actually losing strength while thinking you're eating a protein-rich food. Processed cheese also contains saturated fats that tend to clog arteries and slow blood flow. Poor circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching your muscles. And when your cells can't get enough nourishment, they simply can't repair or grow. This is why some people, even when they're eating protein-rich foods like cheese, still find themselves losing muscle tone and gaining stubborn fat. So what should you eat instead? Choose natural plant-based sources of protein that alkalize and nourish the body rather than inflame it. One of my favorites is lentils. Lentils are a powerhouse of plant protein, rich in amino acids that the body can readily use to repair tissues. They're also full of fiber, magnesium, and potassium, which help balance your body's pH and support muscle recovery. Unlike processed cheese, lentils don't cause mucus formation or digestive strain. Instead, they cleanse the gut and improve nutrient absorption, which means your muscles receive the nourishment they need. When you eat lentils regularly, you also boost your insulin sensitivity. This helps your cells absorb glucose efficiently, which is critical for maintaining muscle energy. A well-fed muscle is an active muscle, and that's exactly what you need to stay strong after 60. Try including lentils in soups, stews, or even as a base for a hearty salad. Combine them with fresh greens, olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs. A simple, delicious meal that feeds your body on every level. Now, reversing muscle loss isn't just about food. It's about creating an environment in your body that encourages rebuilding. That means focusing on circulation, hydration, and movement. Gentle weight-bearing exercises like walking, resistance training, or yoga can stimulate your muscles to grow stronger. When your body feels safe and well-nourished, it begins to rebuild naturally. Think of your muscles like a sponge. They need the right amount of water, nutrients, and movement to stay full and flexible. Hydration is another key factor. As we age, we often lose our natural sense of thirst, leading to chronic dehydration. When your muscles are dehydrated, they become tight, sore, and more prone to injury. Start your day with 2 glasses of warm water with a squeeze of lemon to help flush toxins and wake up your digestion. Throughout the day, keep a bottle of pure water nearby, not soda, not coffee, just water. You'll be amazed at how much better your joints and muscles feel when they're properly hydrated. And don't underestimate the power of rest. Your muscles don't grow while you're working. They grow when you're sleeping. Deep, restorative sleep allows your body to release growth hormone, which is essential for muscle repair. Create a bedtime routine that allows your mind to unwind. Dim lights, gentle stretching, maybe a calming herbal tea. The goal is to help your body slip into deep rest where true healing happens. Also, Avoid inflammation triggers that sneak into the modern diet. Refined sugar, processed meats, and hydrogenated oils. These create oxidative stress, which damages muscle cells and slows recovery. Instead, fill your plate with whole foods that come from nature, fresh vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and legumes. They not only feed your muscles, but also your liver, your heart, and your brain. The message is simple. Your body is not breaking down because of age alone. It's reacting to what it's being fed and how it's being treated. When you remove the foods that cause inflammation and replace them with life-giving, natural alternatives, the body begins to repair itself. Even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond, you can regain strength, improve balance, and feel years younger simply by giving your body the nourishment it's been asking for. So next time you reach for cheese, pause and think, is this feeding my body or depleting it? Choose foods that bring life, not stagnation. Nature has already provided everything you need to build and maintain strong, healthy muscles at any age. It's just about making the right choices, and the results will speak for themselves. As men move beyond 60, one of the most noticeable changes in the body is the gradual decline in muscle strength and mass. Many assume this is simply due to aging, but in truth, lifestyle and dietary habits play a much larger role. The foods you eat every day can either protect your muscles or slowly break them down. Among the hidden culprits, processed cheese stands out as one of the most deceptive foods. It looks rich, creamy, and satisfying, but beneath that appealing texture lies a complex mix of substances that can work against your body's natural balance. While cheese was once a wholesome, nutrient-dense food made through simple fermentation, modern processing methods have turned it into a highly acidic, inflammatory product that contributes to muscle wasting, poor digestion, and overall body weakness. Processed cheese is typically made by combining leftover cheese fragments, milk proteins, emulsifiers, salt, and preservatives, then heating the mixture until it forms a uniform, smooth texture. The heating process destroys the enzymes and beneficial bacteria that natural cheeses contain, which are essential for digestion and nutrient absorption. Without these enzymes, your body struggles to properly break down proteins and fats. This means that even though processed cheese appears to be high in protein, your body may not be able to use it effectively. Poor digestion leads to incomplete protein absorption, depriving your muscles of the amino acids they need for repair and growth. Over time, this contributes to gradual muscle loss and fatigue. Another major issue with processed cheese is its high sodium and phosphate content. Manufacturers add these ingredients to extend shelf life and enhance flavor, but they disrupt your body's mineral balance. Excess sodium causes water retention and raises blood pressure, while phosphates can interfere with calcium metabolism. Your body needs calcium for strong bones and muscle contraction, but when the internal environment becomes too acidic, it starts pulling calcium out of your bones and muscles to neutralize the acid. This is a natural defense mechanism to protect blood pH, but it comes at a cost. Continuous exposure to acidic foods such as processed cheese slowly depletes your mineral reserves, leading to weaker bones, stiffer joints, and less resilient muscles. The body thrives in a slightly alkaline environment when your diet is filled with processed foods, sugary snacks, and animal-based fats. The internal pH tilts toward acidity. This subtle shift may not be noticeable at first, but over the years it leads to low-grade inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is like a slow-burning fire. It weakens tissue, damages cells, and interferes with how your muscles rebuild after activity. Instead of repairing efficiently, your muscles stay sore and recover more slowly. When inflammation becomes chronic, it accelerates aging, making it harder to maintain strength and vitality past 60. Processed cheese also contains oxidized fats, a result of heating and chemical processing. These damaged fats increase free radical activity in the body, which further inflames the cells. Free radicals attack healthy tissue, breaking down collagen and muscle fibers. The result is not only weaker muscles, but also stiffer ligaments and duller skin. Antioxidants from natural foods like fruits and vegetables can help counteract this. But if the diet continues to include heavily processed items, the balance tips towards cellular damage instead of repair. For men over 60, the hormonal shift that naturally lowers testosterone levels adds another layer of vulnerability. Testosterone plays a key role in maintaining lean muscle mass, bone density, and overall energy levels. When your diet is high in processed and acidic foods, hormone production can be disrupted even further. The liver, which helps metabolize hormones, becomes overworked trying to neutralize artificial additives and preservatives from processed cheese. This impairs hormone balance, leading to reduced muscle building potential and an increase in stored fat, especially around the midsection. Digestion also slows with age, which means the body becomes more sensitive to the quality of food. Processed cheese is difficult to digest because it lacks natural enzymes and contains emulsifiers that confuse the gut microbiome. A healthy gut is essential for nutrient absorption and muscle maintenance. The beneficial bacteria in your intestines help break down food, produce vitamins like B12, and support immune function. When these are disrupted by artificial ingredients and excess salt, nutrient uptake declines. Even if you're eating enough protein, your body may not be able to access the nutrients locked inside the food. This leads to what's known as hidden malnutrition, where you're eating enough calories but not getting enough nourishment to sustain muscle health. Many people also experience bloating or mucus formation after consuming processed cheese. This is because it stimulates the body's protective mechanisms against irritation. The mucus that forms in the digestive and respiratory tracts is the body's way of buffering against acidity. However, this constant mucus production clogs energy pathways, slows metabolism, and interferes with oxygen flow. Muscles need oxygen to function efficiently and to recover after physical activity. When circulation is compromised, fatigue sets in more quickly, and the muscles lose their tone and strength. The high salt and fat content in processed cheese also burdens the kidneys and cardiovascular system. The kidneys play a vital role in maintaining acid-base balance, and when they are overworked filtering out excess sodium and waste from processed foods, other systems begin to falter. Reduced kidney efficiency leads to fluid imbalance and contributes to swelling in the legs and ankles, common complaints among older men. Meanwhile, the arteries that feed the muscles with oxygen-rich blood become narrower and stiffer from years of exposure to saturated and trans fats. Poor circulation starves the muscles of nutrients, slowing down repair and leading to progressive weakness. Processed cheese often contains casein, a milk protein that can be difficult for many adults to digest. Casein molecules are large and slow to break down, especially when they've been altered by heat during processing. Undigested casein particles can irritate the gut lining, triggering inflammation in the digestive tract and contributing to what is sometimes called leaky gut. When the gut lining becomes permeable, toxins and undigested particles can enter the bloodstream, setting off immune reactions that further inflame the body. This hidden inflammation is one of the main causes of accelerated aging and muscle degradation. The solution is not to completely eliminate all forms of cheese, but to understand the difference between processed and natural varieties. Traditional cheeses made from raw, organic milk and aged naturally contain beneficial probiotics and bioavailable minerals. However, these are very different from the bright yellow slices or cheese spreads found in supermarkets. The problem lies in the additives and the processing, not necessarily in the dairy itself. Unfortunately, most of what's available commercially is heavily processed and contributes to the very issues we're trying to avoid. It's also worth mentioning how marketing plays a role. Processed cheese is often advertised as high in calcium or good source of protein, but these claims don't reflect how the body actually uses these nutrients. Synthetic vitamins and minerals added to processed foods rarely function the same way as those found in whole foods. They may appear in the nutrition label, but without the natural cofactors that occur in real food, absorption is poor. Calcium from processed cheese, for example, may not enter the bones effectively, leading to buildup in soft tissues like arteries or joints instead. This is one reason why some people who consume large amounts of processed dairy still experience brittle bones or joint stiffness. Another subtle issue with processed cheese is its addictive nature. The combination of fat, salt, and texture triggers pleasure centers in the brain, creating cravings. This makes it easy to consume far more than the body needs. Overeating processed cheese adds extra calories without meaningful nutrition, which contributes to weight gain and muscle to fat ratio imbalance. The more processed foods you eat, the more your taste buds adapt to artificial flavors, making natural foods seem bland in comparison. This creates a cycle that makes it harder to return to whole, healing foods that actually support muscle repair and overall vitality. When you step back and look at the cumulative effect of processed cheese on the aging body, it becomes clear that it's not an innocent indulgence. It acidifies the system, depletes minerals, disrupts digestion, burdens the liver and kidneys, and promotes inflammation, all of which interfere with your body's ability to maintain strong, healthy muscles. Reversing these effects starts with awareness and small, consistent changes in daily habits. By replacing processed cheese with cleaner, natural foods, you can create an internal environment where your body can begin to rebuild and strengthen again. Regardless of age, lentils are one of nature's most remarkable gifts when it comes to rebuilding and preserving muscle strength, especially after 60. Unlike many animal-based proteins that come with excess fat, cholesterol, and acidity, lentils provide a clean, plant-based source of nourishment that the body can easily digest and utilize. They are gentle on the digestive system, rich in amino acids, and packed with minerals that work together to balance the body's internal environment. For men who find their energy and muscle tone slipping with age, lentils offer a natural, affordable, and highly effective way to support strength and recovery from the inside out. As the body ages, it becomes less efficient at synthesizing protein. This means that even if you eat the same amount of protein as you did in your younger years, your muscles may not absorb and use it as effectively. This process, known as anabolic resistance, can lead to muscle loss and reduced stamina. Lentils help counter this because their amino acid profile supports protein synthesis while providing other nutrients that enhance absorption. They contain lysine, leucine, and valine, essential amino acids that play key roles in repairing and maintaining muscle tissue. Unlike processed or animal proteins that can strain the liver and kidneys, the amino acids in lentils are released slowly and absorbed efficiently, reducing stress on the body and supporting steady muscle repair. Lentils are also highly alkaline forming compared to most animal proteins, which means they help neutralize acidity in the body. When the body's pH becomes too acidic, muscle tissue can break down more quickly, and the environment becomes less favorable for recovery and growth. By including more lentils and other legumes in the diet, you help restore an alkaline balance that protects muscle and bone tissue. This is especially important after 60, when metabolic waste tends to accumulate and cellular efficiency naturally slows. Lentils, being rich in potassium, magnesium, and calcium, act as gentle buffers that cleanse and restore balance to the system. Another remarkable feature of lentils is their high fiber content. This may not seem directly related to muscle strength, but digestion and nutrient absorption are at the core of all physical health. A clean digestive system allows nutrients to be fully absorbed and utilized. The soluble fiber in lentils feeds beneficial gut bacteria, supporting a healthy microbiome. When the gut flora are balanced, inflammation decreases throughout the body. Reduced inflammation means your muscles can recover faster after activity, joints stay flexible, and the immune system functions more effectively. Chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the silent factors behind muscle weakness, fatigue, and slower recovery in older men, and lentils directly address this by supporting gut and liver health. The carbohydrates in lentils are complex and slow-burning, providing sustained energy without the spikes and crashes that come from refined foods. Stable energy levels are essential for maintaining an active lifestyle. When energy is steady, you're more likely to move, exercise, and engage your muscles throughout the day. In contrast, a diet high in processed foods leads to fluctuating blood sugar and fatigue, which discourage movement and accelerate muscle decline. Lentils provide a natural source of glucose that feeds muscle cells while supporting insulin sensitivity. helping to regulate how your body stores and uses energy. This keeps your metabolism efficient and your muscles well, nourished even hours after eating. Lentils are also loaded with iron, folate, and B vitamins, which are vital for blood health and oxygen transport. Strong muscles require an adequate oxygen supply to function and repair. Iron deficiency is common among older adults and can lead to fatigue, weakness, and reduced physical endurance. Lentils offer a plant-based source of non-heme iron, and when paired with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or lemon juice, this iron becomes even more bioavailable. Folate and vitamin B6 in lentils help form red blood cells and support energy metabolism, ensuring that your muscles receive the nutrients and oxygen they need to stay strong. In addition to their protein and nutrient density, lentils are naturally low in fat and free of cholesterol. This helps maintain cardiovascular health, which is essential for muscle maintenance. Strong circulation ensures that your muscles receive oxygen and nutrients efficiently, while waste products like lactic acid are removed quickly. A healthy cardiovascular system also supports brain function and hormone regulation, both of which influence muscle growth and repair. Testosterone, for instance, is dependent on good liver and cardiovascular function, and lentils provide the building blocks to keep these systems working smoothly. One of the most overlooked aspects of muscle health is the role of antioxidants, and lentils are rich in them. They contain polyphenols, flavonoids, and other plant compounds that fight oxidative stress. As we age, free radicals accumulate in the body due to environmental toxins, stress, and processed foods. These unstable molecules damage cells, including muscle fibers, leading to premature aging and weakness. The antioxidants in lentils neutralize these free radicals, protecting the integrity of your muscle tissue and promoting faster recovery after exertion. This is one reason why people who eat a plant-based diet rich in lentils and legumes tend to experience lower inflammation, stronger endurance, and better overall vitality. Lentils come in various colors: green, brown, red, black, and each variety offers slightly different nutrient benefits. For instance, red lentils cook quickly and are great for soups, while black lentils, also called beluga lentils, are particularly high in antioxidants. Including a variety of lentils in your meals ensures a broader spectrum of nutrients and flavors. They can be combined with other muscle supporting foods like quinoa, leafy greens, olive oil, and turmeric to create complete healing meals that nourish the body deeply. Because lentils are so rich in fiber, they also help regulate cholesterol levels, keeping your arteries clear and supporting better blood flow. This improves nutrient delivery to your muscles and reduces the risk of cardiovascular strain, which can hinder muscle recovery. A healthy heart means more oxygen reaching your muscles, and that translates directly into better performance and strength. Lentils also contain small but significant amounts of zinc and selenium, minerals that play crucial roles in tissue repair and immune support. Zinc in particular helps with protein synthesis, wound healing, and testosterone balance, all vital for muscle maintenance and recovery. For men who have spent decades consuming more acidic, protein-heavy diets focused on meat and dairy, incorporating lentils can bring a noticeable shift in how the body feels and functions. Digestion becomes smoother, energy levels stabilize, and recovery times shorten, unlike animal protein, which often leaves a feeling of heaviness or sluggishness. Lentils provide a light yet satisfying nourishment that keeps the body energized without burdening it. This is because lentils contain both macronutrients and then the micronutrients that facilitate their absorption and use, offering a complete food package for muscle and metabolic health. Cooking lentils is simple and economical, making them easy to include in daily life. They can be boiled, sprouted, or blended into soups, stews, or patties. Sprouted lentils, in particular, are rich in live enzymes that boost digestion and nutrient assimilation. They also contain higher levels of vitamin C and E, which further enhance their antioxidant benefits. Sprouting lentils at home is easy. Just soak them overnight, rinse them, and let them sprout for a day or two. These sprouts can then be added to salads or eaten as a snack, providing a living source of energy that nourishes the body at the cellular level. Because lentils digest slowly, they also help regulate appetite and blood sugar, preventing the cravings and overeating that often accompany fatigue or hormonal changes after 60. This balance supports a healthy body composition, keeping fat storage in check while encouraging lean muscle preservation. Many men in their later years struggle with increased belly fat, which is linked to hormonal imbalance and inflammation. Lentils help combat this by stabilizing insulin levels and supporting liver function, two key elements in hormonal regulation. Another benefit of lentils is their effect on the nervous system. The B vitamins and magnesium they contain help reduce stress and promote relaxation, which indirectly supports muscle repair. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that breaks down muscle tissue and stores fat. By nourishing the nervous system and reducing oxidative stress, lentils help lower cortisol levels and create an internal environment conducive to healing and strength building. Incorporating lentils regularly into your diet creates a ripple effect through the entire body. They support digestion, improve circulation, regulate hormones, reduce inflammation, and provide sustained energy, all of which work together to preserve and rebuild muscle mass naturally. Unlike supplements or artificial protein powders that often upset digestion or strain the liver, lentils offer balanced nourishment straight from nature. With consistent inclusion, the body begins to restore its natural strength, energy, and resilience from within, proving that real healing always begins with real food, hydration, rest, and natural whole foods form the foundation of strength and recovery for men over 60 who want to reverse muscle loss and restore vitality. At this stage of life, the body's natural repair processes slow down, hormone levels shift, and cells take longer to renew. But the body never stops healing, it simply needs better support. Every system in the body, muscular, digestive, circulatory, and nervous, depends on water, deep sleep, and nutrient-dense foods to function properly. When these three pillars are in balance, muscle regeneration becomes not only possible but sustainable, even well into your 70s and 80s. Hydration is often the most underestimated factor in maintaining muscle health. Water is the medium through which all metabolic processes occur. It carries nutrients into cells, removes waste, and keeps tissues flexible and resilient. When the body becomes even slightly dehydrated, muscle fibers lose elasticity, joints stiffen, and circulation slows. This makes it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach muscle tissue. Over time, chronic dehydration leads to fatigue, cramps, and reduced endurance. Older adults are more susceptible to dehydration because the sensation of thirst diminishes with age. So the body may already be low on fluids before you even feel thirsty. Making hydration a daily habit is one of the simplest ways to support your muscles. Starting each day with 2 glasses of warm water helps wake up your digestion and flush out overnight waste. Adding a few drops of lemon juice not only makes it more refreshing, but also helps alkalize the body, balancing out any acidity from processed foods or stress. Throughout the day, sipping water slowly is more effective than drinking large amounts at once because it allows steady absorption. Herbal teas, coconut water, and fresh vegetable juices can also contribute to hydration while providing trace minerals that plain water lacks. Foods like cucumbers, celery, watermelon, and oranges are rich in both water and electrolytes, making them excellent natural hydrators. Muscles also need minerals such as potassium, sodium, magnesium, and calcium to function properly. These electrolytes help regulate muscle contraction and relaxation. When you sweat or lose fluids through natural metabolic processes, these minerals are depleted. Replenishing them through whole foods like leafy greens, avocados, bananas, and seeds ensures that your muscles stay strong and responsive. Without adequate hydration and minerals, muscles may feel weak, tight, or prone to spasms. Proper hydration also improves blood viscosity, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach cells more efficiently, which is vital for maintaining muscle tone and reducing inflammation. The second pillar of muscle regeneration is rest. While exercise stimulates muscle fibers to grow, it is during rest that they actually rebuild and strengthen. Unfortunately, many older men struggle with poor sleep quality due to stress, hormonal changes, or irregular routines. Yet deep, restorative sleep is when the body releases growth hormone, a critical factor for repairing tissues, maintaining lean muscle, and reducing fat storage. Without enough quality sleep, even a healthy diet and regular exercise will not deliver the full benefits. Creating a consistent sleep routine can make a significant difference. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate your body's circadian rhythm. Avoiding stimulants like caffeine or alcohol in the evening allows your body to wind down naturally. Dim lighting, a calm environment, and gentle stretching before bed can help prepare the nervous system for rest. Magnesium-rich foods such as almonds, spinach, and pumpkin seeds can also promote relaxation. In addition to physical rest, mental relaxation is essential because chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which break down muscle tissue and increase inflammation. Practices like deep breathing, prayer, or meditation before sleep calm the mind and allow the body to enter the deep sleep cycles where real repair occurs. It's also important to recognize that rest doesn't only mean sleep. Gentle recovery days, naps, and quiet moments throughout the day help conserve energy and prevent burnout. Overexertion can cause micro tears in muscle tissue that don't heal properly if the body is constantly under strain. Balancing periods of movement with rest helps maintain consistent energy and prevents chronic fatigue. Listening to the body's signals like tiredness, tension, or soreness ensures that you give it the recovery it needs to grow stronger. The third pillar, natural whole foods, provides the raw materials the body needs for repair and regeneration. Every muscle cell depends on amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to function properly. Processed foods, refined sugars, and artificial ingredients drain the body's energy and promote inflammation, while natural foods restore balance and vitality. After 60, digestion slows, so it becomes more important than ever to eat foods that are easy to digest and rich in nutrients. Fresh fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains provide a full spectrum of essential nutrients without the burden of chemical additives. Whole foods also provide fiber, which keeps the digestive system clean and improves nutrient absorption. A healthy gut ensures that proteins, minerals, and vitamins reach the muscles effectively. When digestion is sluggish or the gut is inflamed from years of processed food, nutrient absorption declines. This can lead to fatigue and muscle weakness even when eating enough calories. Foods like lentils, brown rice, chia seeds, and leafy greens support both gut health and energy metabolism. Probiotic-rich foods such as sauerkraut, kefir, and fermented vegetables help restore gut bacteria, which in turn supports immune health and inflammation control. Antioxidant-rich foods play a special role in protecting muscles from oxidative stress. As the body ages, free radicals accumulate and damage cells, including muscle fibers, berries, dark leafy greens, and colorful vegetables like carrots and beets are full of compounds that neutralize these free radicals. Omega-3 fatty acids from flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts also help reduce inflammation and support joint mobility. Including healthy fats in the diet ensures that the body can absorb fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, all of which are necessary for bone strength and muscle function. Protein remains vital, but the focus should be on clean, easily digestible sources. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, quinoa, and tofu provide high-quality plant protein that supports muscle repair without overloading the kidneys. When combined with vitamin C-rich foods, the body can better utilize the protein and iron from plant sources. Small amounts of clean animal protein, such as wild-caught fish or free-range eggs, can also be beneficial if tolerated well, but the emphasis should always remain on fresh, natural, and unprocessed choices. Hydration, rest, and whole foods also work synergistically to balance hormones naturally. Testosterone and growth hormone levels decline with age, but lifestyle choices can help maintain them at healthy levels. Dehydration and sleep deprivation both raise cortisol, a stress hormone that interferes with testosterone production and muscle repair. Whole foods rich in zinc, magnesium, and B vitamins help regulate these hormones and promote healthy metabolism. When the body is well fed, well rested, and well hydrated, it functions with greater efficiency, allowing you to maintain strength, energy, and mental clarity well into later life. Even small daily habits make a large difference. Drinking enough water, eating whole foods, and prioritizing rest might seem simple, but they are the roots of vitality. Many people look for complicated solutions, supplements, protein powders, or medications when in truth the body already knows how to heal. What it needs is consistency and care. The cells rebuild themselves constantly, and every meal, every night's sleep, and every glass of water contribute to that process. Movement also ties these pillars together. When you're hydrated, rested, and nourished, your muscles respond better to exercise, you recover faster, have more endurance, and experience less stiffness. Gentle resistance training, walking, and stretching stimulate muscle fibers without overstraining them. Combined with proper nutrition and rest, these movements signal to the body that it's time to rebuild. Hydration ensures the blood flows smoothly, delivering oxygen to the tissues, while antioxidants from whole foods protect against exercise-induced stress. The more consistently you care for these foundations, the more your body rewards you with renewed energy and strength. Hydration supports the flow of nutrients. Rest allows integration and repair, and whole foods provide the materials to build with. Together, they form the simple yet powerful triad that governs vitality. Many of the challenges men face after 60, fatigue, muscle loss, poor sleep, joint pain, can be traced back to imbalances in one or more of these areas. By addressing them with patience and awareness, the body begins to respond. Muscles regain tone, energy returns, and clarity of mind follows. It's not about fighting aging, but about working with the body's natural rhythm and giving it what it needs to thrive at any age.